Please, Professor Yang, research team.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be here to introduce some idea about my research on the way. Today I would like to present a fundamental, but I think it's innovation and has its own theory basis. My research focuses on the effect of random electrical stimulation on standing balance. My name is Yu Tang, come from Tang WEN. The motivation and the background. Falls is a major cause of accidents among elderly people. Past research has found that the fall mechanism and the injury severity are related to the impact of falls. As the slide shows, since human revolution from 4 legs to 2 legs, balance maintained plays an important role to our daily life. Maybe you can say in the future, we probably will have more legs, like the elders walk by stick, 1, 2, 3. The motivation and the background, human balance. So the important about the signal receiving is very important. I would like to say the balance performance from the viewpoint of the psychology about information process, signal receiving, central nervous system processing, or motor system response. In the explosion and expansion rates, think about if you are a baseball fielder. When the batter hits a fly ball to you, sometimes your visual will see the ball and getting close and close to you, and the ball will getting bigger and bigger. So I mean the signal receiving to the human balance is important, like the human balance component about the visual, vestibular, proprioception, also metasensory. Maybe you can say in the motor system. And then this one, adaptation to neural and the brain. As I say, sometimes signal receiving is important to our external environment. Why do I say that? Like the ground hardness or not, like the ground ups and down. So your brain or your neural will try to adjust or adapt the external environment to get the signal receiving to your central nervous system. And the sarcopenia and disuse atrophy is kind of the concept to the human aging process. Sarcopenia means everything or every grocery, every goods has its own storage life. So in the human aging process, the storage life maybe will trying to result you human aging or functional disability. And this disuse atrophy means something if you didn't use it, this might broken or just like the muscle. If you didn't train the muscle might result the muscle strength reducing. And this one called physical activity and training. In the past, research has concluded that physical training and physical activity can promote some muscle strength to prevent falling in the elders. But there's no correlation or relationship between the increasing data between the human balance or the physical training efficiency. In the last one, cutaneous stimulation receiving plantar area will modify the posture response according to toes-up rotation. Like I say, the hardness about the grounds or the ups and downs in the grounds. Sometimes you will see. Please see these pictures. If this is the human plantar, like my hands, in the human aging process, the sensation area will reduce and reduce. So this time your toes up rotation will be the efficiency or the signal improved. So we infer if we could provide some signal receiving to the central nervous system or to the human body, it might have some effect to the body sway or in the human balance. And in stimulation location, from the 1998 to 2003, there are a lot of research about the vibration or stimulation to the plantar sensations. So this is the famous research famous reference I've searched. Like the famous research about Dr. Collins. He used the vibration to stimulate the plantar sensations and trying to repeat the rehabilitation of the CP. The left, so I'm trying to provide some signal like why do I choose the location? Because a lot of research they didn't use. They also used the different pyramids, like the different amplitudes, different frequency, or different method, or different instrument like vibration or stimulation, or electrical stimulation. So, what's the importance about the stimulation location? So, in the traditional Chinese medicine, they believe that headache factor might result because the balanced organism has some problem, except the brain disease or cerebral confusion. So, in my research, the name called the Libris of the Year is the most important to control the human balance in the traditional Chinese medicine. So, what is acupoint or acupuncture? So, let me introduce briefly. The physiology, each meridian is said to have the specific function and different effects on all the parts of the body and the energy system. As you can see, the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system is the one of the to connect to the Chinese acupoint called the middle terminal or middle point. It will have some electrical fluids. So most acupoint was located in the important kinetic chain in human anatomy. We refer its own characteristics because the individual difference. For example, everyone is individual difference, so the plantar thickness will different. So, but acupoint will exclude this barrier because the acupoint is immobile. So, acupoint will be the point to mention the important to the location. So this is the tradition gold man to mark the acupoint position. And this is very interesting. I get from the Taipei Cow Festival in this year. So in my protocol, the methods in acupoint stimulation, I choose the 10 subject and the 5 female, and each subject will wear a customer-made shoes equipped with the continuous electric stimulations for 10 minutes stimulating. So the stimulation pyramids were showing above. And we also have a consult who is a Chinese medicine doctor who has an acupuncture license to make sure to confirm the process is safety and the position or the location is correct. So I'm just trying to measure the concept or simple, just like I mentioned, the fundamental concept to understand balance. I will choose the center of pressure means COP. Use the force platform and during 40 seconds to the dominant leg or non-dominant leg to stand for 40 seconds. And the measure was before and after, before the stimulations. And the subject will have the body sway measurement like COP, AP means COP in the anterior posterior. The COP, ML means COP medial lateral. And also the mean radius stay progress to the mean average sway. So this is the results. I will have 3 parameters. Just trying to 10% only one except one. They also reveals the body sway reducing. I just trying to. So you might ask, in your research, you didn't match your expectations to the original ideas because except one person didn't reveal the body sway. So I'm not trying. I have to mention that body sway sometimes is not just to reduce its goods. Sometimes you are just trying to effect, like the human aging process, they didn't have the sensation. If you can get some signal inputs, you might effect the body sway or the sensation to this human body. So in the statistics, you can see the unipedal stance of the non-dominant leg. COP radius was 21 smaller. The COP anterior posterior was 22% smaller. The COP medial lateral was 20% smaller after stimulations. And the unipedal stance of the dominant leg. The COPR and COP anterior posterior also reveals the body sway reducing. And also the COP medial lateral decreased slightly. But as I said, probably the one subject didn't reveal the effect to his body. But I think it's good to my research. So, some conclusions to my research, I'm just trying to say, like I mentioned, most acupoint was located in the kinetic chain in the human body or in the human anatomy. So this is a connect to the skeleton or muscle system to the Chinese acupoint names. And also this is the whole body. to the skeletal systems. So in my summarize, 10-minute stimulation through acupoints could affect the body sway in the unipedal stance. So I'm just trying to say signal receiving will be an important factor to the human aging process. I've mentioned a lot of words about aging. So aging is unstoppable and also continuous. So if we could use some signal receiving like the acupoints, or just trying to provide a reference to the biomechanics, it will probably get used to rehabilitation or physical training or in the daily life to make better life to practice. Thank you very much.
Very good presentation. Any comment or question?
Could you try to design a shape control? It means no electrical stimulation, but you apply the apparatus on the ear.
Yes.
Is there any shape control? This means no electrical stimulation at all.
I did some electrical stimulation to the liver cells of the ear.
Yeah, but we don't know if there are any placebo effect or so. 我用中文讲。
好，谢谢。
你实验设计上面，因为我不晓得你有没有用一个就是对照组，那这个对照组呢，你是没有电刺激的，那这样子可以去看看说，是不是有一些心理效应在里头。那另外一个，但我觉得这个实验是吧，另外这个如果有效的话，有没有想说做到阴受上面去的这个，就是说用其他方式可以用到阴受上面去，那可以随时，因为你不可能说每次都要这样垫5分钟，这样垫5分钟，随时，所以如果能做到阴受上面，会是一个很好的影响。谢谢。
First question is talk about did I use the experiment group or just use the reference group? Actually I didn't, but this is talk about the patent. But actually I did. I used a different group with elders, with young elders, or different like CP or cerebral disease. So I do, but this is talk about the patents. I can announce some or climb some detail insights. To the professor's question, it's interesting. Just like I mentioned, the patents, and I like the famous research about Dr. Collins. He put the vibration to the insoles and just trying to the rehabilitation or practice in the daily life. But in my patent, I'm just trying to. I can